Imagine walking into a room and feeling a shift in the air, a sense of mystery and power that instantly commands attention. All eyes are drawn to one person, a woman who exudes confidence and independence with every step. But what is it about her that leaves everyone feeling both intrigued and a little uneasy? In today's video, we're uncovering the top 10 reasons people feel intimidated by Sigma females. Get ready to dive into the captivating world of these enigmatic women and discover what makes them so irresistibly powerful. Buckle up, because this is a journey you won't want to miss. Number 1. They are a threat to the way things are now. The usual divide between alpha and beta does not work for Sigma females. They don't want to have any kind of jealousy or fight for social control. People think of alpha women as strong and aggressive, which upsets the balance and causes stress. A Sigma woman is a quiet, smart person who doesn't follow social norms. Delta women are rebels who don't do what everyone else does and aren't afraid to question the important status quo. These people don't act so defiantly for no reason. They do it so that they can find out the truth. They are the ones who question what people think and bring up tough topics. This could be dangerous for people who are happy with how little they know. However, because Sigma females aren't afraid to question people in power, this will also change the normal balance of power. Someone in charge should be afraid of them because they don't just do what they're told. Number 2, they are very good at tricking people. Sigma women are very good at reading minds, which also makes them very good at manipulating people. They know how to get what they want by controlling other people. Even though they don't mean to be manipulative, they are forced to do so sometimes. When they have to, they are driven to influence, even if they don't mean to. As an example, a Sigma female will usually be able to talk to an alpha male who is being a pain without having to use force. They know how to play on the alpha's ego, which is why they know the right spoken signs to get rid of the protective backing. The Sigmas are very good at using reverse psychology. They can do this because they know what drives people and how they think. Some people might see this as trickery, but it's just knowing how people think very well. This is one reason why Sigma girls do well. They are able to get what they want without bloodshed or force. An alpha woman might use her looks and strength to get what she wants, while a Sigma woman will use her mental strength. This is one reason why they are often called the psychological fighter. Number 3. Even though they can't be seen, they are always in charge. Alpha females are always the center of attention, while Sigma females like to stay out of the way. Most of the time, they work behind the scenes. They are in charge. Most of the time, one is the one who plans everything and makes the decisions. It's not hard for them to be leaders, but they don't want the praise. A lot of people might find this very strange because they aren't used to seeing someone in charge who doesn't need their attention. People sometimes think that Sigma females are lazy because they aren't always in the center. Don't get it wrong though, the Sigma is still master at all times. The leading role goes to alpha females because they are the most aggressive and dominant. Omega women are in charge because they are the smartest and most calculated. They can see things that other people miss and use what they see to their advantage. This lets them stay hidden and always be ahead of everyone else. In spite of the fact that it's hard, Sigma females are very good at leading from outside the pack. It's not something people think about because they can't even picture it. This is how Sigmas keep their power. When others are focused on being alpha leaders, they may be able to affect others without drawing attention to themselves. One thing that makes people so afraid of them is that this gives them a lot of power. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and activate the notifications. Don't miss any of our videos about the Sigma female and how you can master your life. Number 4, they're always ready for anything. The women in the Sigma fraternity always pay attention to the little things and are ready for anything. They know that at any time, anything could happen. They hope for the best but plan for the worst. Some people might think this is anxiety, but it's just being very aware of what's going on around you. Sigma women always pay attention to what's going on around them and try to guess what they'll need next. They like planning and getting ready for everything. Some people might get this wrong and see it as gloom, but it's just the truth. There is a big difference between being ready and being negative. Being negative is not a good trait, but being ready for anything is. Getting ready will help you reach your goals, but being negative will only stop you. A lot of people call them the best survivor because of this. They can handle anything that comes their way, and they have a good chance of success. Other Sigma women are worried about the future, but these women are busy making plans for it. In part because of this, they don't get caught off guard very often. Number 5, they don't care what other people think. People often try to get other people's favor because they like to follow the crowd. People who are always looking for approval might not be able to live their own lives. Sigma fraternity women care about how they are seen by others. It doesn't matter to them if people love or know them. Sigma females don't have any problems with the idea that alpha males should be in charge of the pack. Even though they go their own way, they are very scary for people around them because they don't care what other people think. Besides that, it helps them be successful. People don't have to worry about what other people think when they follow their own hobbies. Yes, this is definitely true about Sigma females because they are very mysterious and hard to understand. Many times people are afraid of things they don't understand. They might make you very scared. A Sigma female is clearly something that can't be managed, and people are scared of things they can't handle. They can't be put into any one category, and you can't tell what they'll do next. They are dangerous and interesting at the same time because they are hard to predict. Number 6, they are free thinkers. They aren't afraid to say what they think. Sigma females are not affected by peer pressure or working together. They feel that thinking independently and acting contrary to the norm are essential. For those who like to fit in and do what everyone else does, this may be a threat. Independent thought threatens the existing system because it gives space for fresh, original ideas to emerge. People are more prone to mindlessly obey those in positions of authority when they are terrified to think for themselves. This could make people less creative and cause them to stop moving forward. Even though uniformity might seem nice, it's not always a good thing. Sigma women encourage people to question things that don't make sense and to think for themselves. This opens the door to new ideas and points of view. A herd mentality can be dangerous because it keeps people from being themselves. People become sheep that do what the leader says without question. Without a doubt, this could lead to terrible things because people will lose the ability to think for themselves. They are not using their own judgment, so they are less likely to come to logical conclusions. Sigma females serve as a timely reminder of the value of independent thought and challenging authority. Number 7, they are unpredictable. Sigmas have the most erratic personality type. They frequently act unpredictably and are quite challenging to read. They constantly think outside the box, so no one anticipates this. They are excellent at masking their emotions because of their neutral facial expressions. Knowing what people are thinking or feeling is extremely difficult as a result. When someone wears a poker face, they frequently give the impression that they are frigid. Actually, Sigmas are highly emotional. They might not express their happiness even when they are. They simply have the ability to maintain composure under duress. You never know what a Sigma is going to do next. This is both a good and a bad thing. They may be challenging to understand, but that is also part of what makes them so fascinating. They frequently surprise you. They continue to do something unexpected even when you think you know them well. The unknown leads some people to fear the Sigma woman. They are unsure of what to expect from them. Their irrationality just heightens their aura. Number 8, they don't hesitate to share their opinions, even if it's not what you want to hear. Sigma females are incredibly honest and will tell you exactly what they think. Others might try to appease everyone, which frequently puts them at odds with their superiors. Sigmas are completely unconcerned with what others may think. Even if it hurts, they would rather be truthful and tell you the truth. Although rarely cruel, honesty is always welcome. We live in a world where many individuals are reluctant to voice their opinions. Whether they are trying to fit in or are terrified of losing their jobs, they would prefer not to express their ideas to anyone else. It's not always easy to be the one to stand up, but it's always worth it. You will always be respected if you do this, even if you don't become popular. One thing that makes Sigma women unique is this: to stand up for what they believe in. They are not afraid to go against what most people think. Number 9, they are often seen as scary and hard to get to. Even when they mean well, Sigmas often come across as scary and distant. This is because of how they walk and talk with their bodies. That "don't mess with me" attitude comes up a lot. This might look like a weakness, but it's actually a strength. People who seem confident and in charge often scare other people. This is why Sigmas are often admired by people who don't agree with them. They often choose not to get involved in drama and strife. They don't want to be hard to get in touch with because they are strong. They don't mind if people stay away from them, though. They'd rather be alone and not make small talk. They don't want to waste time on pointless talks. They would rather be alone than spend time with people they don't get along with. It might seem like they are cocky or even lonely, but this is how they want to spend their time. Number 10, they're not scared. Sigma women aren't afraid to take risks or put themselves in harm's way. This could be scary for people who like to play it safe or who are afraid of losing. Sigmas aren't brave, but they're also not afraid to face their fears. They aren't afraid to try new things because they know that failing is a normal part of life. Some people might pass up chances because they're afraid of what might happen, but Sigmas are always ready for anything. They are not afraid of what might happen or of change. Their lack of fear is one thing that helps them move so quickly. They are always pushing themselves to do things that most people would never do. They often do things that other people think are impossible. Also, Sigma women don't like being contained or limited because of this. For them, freedom and independence are important. They are most likely to become stuck. They need to always be moving forward to feel alive. It looks like this obsession with growth is an addiction at times. They are always looking for the next task because they are never happy until they've reached their goals. There is no end to a Sigma's trip through life. It's always necessary to learn new things and finish tasks. Most people are afraid of the Sigma woman because she is unique. This might be scary for people who are used to living a more average life. If you made it to the end of the video, comment with "I am strong," so we know what a strong woman you are. And if you enjoyed this video, click here to discover the 10 secrets of how Sigma women destroy bad people. See you there in a second.